Hey guys, welcome back to the 2005 YZ125 build. In the last video, we got the frame looking better than brand new. And in today's video, we're gonna get this motor all torn down and get it ready to be built. So let's get started. All right, here we are. It's been a while since I've rebuilt a motor, but still feels like yesterday. I think the last motor I had on the stand and fully tore down was the 99 YZ125. So pretty similar to this thing, but that was like a year ago. So should be fun. Get this thing ripped apart here. Spark plug's not too smoked, but we'll get a new one anyway. Rip the Kickstarter off. And I do got a little drain pan here, as you guys can see, so any oil that's left in this thing will end up down there. All right, I'll get this thing all ripped apart. You guys don't need to hear me narrate everything, so enjoy the montage. All right, there we go. There's the piston. You can see it's still pretty clean. I think it probably had a pretty new top end, but since I didn't own this thing, I don't know what kind of maintenance went into it. So we'll get this stuff all freshened up with a new piston anyway, just for peace of mind. Looks like they lost the gasket for this thing. There's usually a rubber piece that goes right there. Cylinder should just slide right on off. There we go. Doesn't look like it was ever really honed, and it doesn't look like any cylinder work has been done to it, porting or anything like that. So I might do something like that. We'll see what we have time for in this build. Piston does look pretty new. A little bit of scratching on it, but nothing horrible. But everything down here feels pretty smooth, so that's a good sign. And it looks like a stock crank as far as I can tell. So that's a good sign that it hasn't blown up in the past. Reeds are stock as well, so we might get some different reed fibers. We'll see. Like I said earlier, this is going to be a budget build, so we'll see what we have in the budget. Oil looks pretty clean. I'm gonna keep this clutch cover on for now. I just wanted to crack the bolts, and some of them are case bolts. Well, let's see if this clutch case will pop off or if I am missing something. Looks pretty loose. Got a couple dowel pins to deal with. And it almost looks like they just did the service on this thing before they parked it based on the color of that oil. But that's good. Everything in here should be pretty clean. And there you can see some particles down there at the bottom. That's normal. This clutch stuff wears and gets down there at the bottom. See if we can't get the whole clutch pack out at the same time. Probably reuse that clutch pack too, because it's just a 125, they don't usually smoke the clutches. Let's grab this rod out of here and the ball bearing. And now we gotta get this lock washer free. These things are way too strong. I think that'll get the nut off though. All right, we got the Tusk clutch holder tool. Can't do this job without it. Now the rest of this should slide on off. Grab the bushing and the bearing stayed in the clutch basket. Now we got the shifting assembly. Should be able to slide the shift shaft off. Drop that thing down in the oil. So when you take this off, you got to carefully get back here and make sure the shifting dogs don't fly off. You can see right there. And at least make sure you get them in the bucket before they fly off. So for the Kickstarter, you gotta carefully get the spring off without poking your eye out. And we gotta pull off idler gear at the same time, which is a circlip, gear, and a little washer. Now we can get the kickstart shaft off. And there's no easy way to get the shifter tensioner off besides letting it loose and trying not to hurt yourself. Make sure to use your safety squints. And we got a 12 mil. And I'm gonna see if I can get this gear off. I was supposed to do that earlier, but forgot. Thing's fucking on there. All right, we got it. Had to break out this thing. And the recess side goes out. All right, I think we are done for this side. Flip this thing around and get the other side. I didn't feel like flipping the whole engine stand around, so I just flipped it upside down. Sketchy as frig, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now we use the other side of the clutch tool. See if it'll work on this 125. Last 125 didn't work. Wasn't the right size. Okay, we got it. And it's the same flywheel puller as my CR250. A lot of bikes run the same one. You gotta remember, left-hand thread on the way in. So when you try and take it out, turn it the right direction so you don't scare yourself. It's already free. Right tools for the right job makes it easy every time, usually. And I always just stick the hardware inside the flywheel because it stays. That doesn't look OEM to me. Might be. Nah, there's no way. Wallered out washer. I feel like there's supposed to be something that's not there to hold this clutch thing in. Not quite sure what that is. I'll look into that at some point. All right, I think we are down to just splitting the cases. So I'm gonna re-rig this thing on the engine stand so we can do that a little safer, and we'll get these things split apart. I guess I should probably take this piston off too. And now we got a bunch of case bolts. All right, now I think all we gotta do is split these cases. Got the old trusty Tusk crankcase splitter. It's not the best with these things that only have 4 flywheel cover bolts, but it should still work. Usually the toughest part on these is if the dowel pin got rusted and seized. Sometimes you just need a little bit of persuasion from the other side. Just try not to damage the cases too bad. Looks like it was getting a little stuck on the key for the crank. I think now that we got that, should just come right apart like so. And we might have to replace this main bearing. Looks like it might have rusted a little bit. Not sure when, but can't have rust in there. All right, I think the crank should come out, but probably not. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Probably get the transmission out before it falls out. All right, so looks like C is the single one on the main shaft. Then we got 2 forks on the counter shaft. L is the left side. And way back here, the drum out. And we got R for the right side. Clutch side. It's always hard to get everything to come out the way it's supposed to with the tranny. It's all oily and things don't want to stay together, but there's the transmission. And I always make sure there's no washers or anything on these bearings. All right, so this transmission is a 6-speed, and if I'm remembering right, a couple years before they had 5 speeds in these things, which in my opinion, the 6-speed is way better for the 125. Just gives you more options to keep the power on. So I think we'll get this thing cleaned up. We'll take it apart and do some polishing on the shafts and stuff. We'll see what we have time for, but look forward to that in a future video. All right, so this crank's being a little stubborn, so I got it hooked up to the case splitter, which basically just pushes on the crank. So I got to try and hold it and do this at the same time. Wow, I'm gonna have to go through and clean up this crank and probably get new bearings because it should slide out pretty easy. All right, there it is. We got it. And it's probably just never been apart. Looks like a stock crank to me. I have another YZ125 crank around here somewhere I can compare it to. But it was just really stuck in there. Usually, once you get the first side out, you can get the second side out, but not with this one. All right, there's a couple more things I want to do here. Want to yank out these dowel pins, just get them out of the way for when I'm vapor blasting, and they pretty much just yank themselves. This one's a little stuck. Looks like this O-ring is done, but we'll be getting a new one. And over here on this case, I want to get the clutch throwout lever out and this spacer here for the counter shaft. But really, that's about it. I think the rest of this stuff is going to be in the cases video. We're going to get these things stripped down so there's nothing left, vapor blast them, get them nice and clean, and all the stuff, so like taking the bearings out and everything. So that will probably be the next video, because these things are looking pretty rough. As you can see, there's like some rust on that bearing, and then if we go over to this side, looks like a bunch of burnt two-stroke, or I don't even know, and then all the crud down there at the bottom of both sides. But that's it. There's the rest of the motor sitting over there, and I think I'm probably gonna do some polishing work on this transmission, rebuild it, so we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, next time we're gonna be doing some work to these cases. But anyway, have a great rest of your day. See you next time.